Okay, I'm live. Welcome everybody. I did this kind of impromptu because I've been harvesting a lot of pickles, cucumbers out of my garden. You can see them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 2 more in the sink if I need them. And it's getting to the point, I don't want to really pickle them because they don't turn out well. So I figured there's a way that I can do a quick pickle, as long as I keep them in the fridge, which I got room. So that's what I want to do today. So I'm going to use just vinegar. I'm using filtered water because I want to try to keep the calcium and magnesium that naturally occurs in my well water out of it. And sugar. Now, I could also throw some onions in there for a little extra flavor, so maybe some dill weed. If I have dill weed, I think I'll do that. Let me check. I had went through and cleaned up my spices. I had stuff that was, let's put it this way, expired a long time ago. Back in a far away galaxy. So I don't think I have dill weed. So I'm going to make these up real quick and keep them in the fridge. And this is a really favorite snack of ours. That we always like to do. So basically, the first thing I do is I want to get the sugar in there and water and vinegar to a certain amount. Then I'll top it off with vinegar, but just to get the sugar to sit there and dissolve. Just wait for the water to filter a little bit. And cut through that. So, and then I'll keep these in the fridge. This is something I like to eat every day. And definitely enjoy it. Cucumbers are really good in potassium, vitamin C, and insulin. So the first thing I do is I'm not sure how many jars I'm going to have, but the jars I'm having are just pie filling jars that I picked up when I make Rudy's famous apple pie cake. Apple pie cake, which I definitely enjoy. So I'm going to sit there and kind of prepare for at least, I know I can fill up at least the 5 smaller jars. So that's what I'll do. Wait for the water to sit there subside. So 2 different types of pickles. I have your regular dill pickling ones, and I have a longer one. I try to pick them before they get too big. Generally not any bigger than this. All right. So this is about, I would say 6 inches. I try to make sure I don't get them any larger than that. Also, remember my sponsors at Cutco Knives. So, why is this on a fitness channel? Well, good nutrition is fitness. And this is good nutrition. Nothing beats fresh vegetables from the garden. My opinion, I think I can back it up. So, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some vinegar in there while I'm waiting for the water to keep filtering. Vinegar is like a pickling agent. Now usually I just put these in a bowl and I'd make them as we wanted them. But I was thinking, I need to look at more of a long term. These will probably keep for probably a good month. I will take some pickles to the work, my co-workers. Then when you look at them, sometimes you get some little discoloring out of your cucumbers. So you have to watch them. Probably where it just took too much rain. Don't be afraid to cut off the bruised sections. And once you get past it, all is well. I have my scrap bucket there because what I don't eat goes back in the garden. And then I cut them about the stick because I do want to keep them crunchy. You can kind of see why I don't want anything bigger than these. And I understand if you let a cucumber go an extra day, it will get huge. Basically, that's what I'm doing. Always cut off the ends. You don't have to. And another reason I like to get the cucumbers young is they're not very seedy at that time. Now, towards the end of the year, because some of these are heirlooms, I will let some monster up and get seedy. So, see if you can see it. There we go. Fill the jar about that high. Maybe pop one more in there. Top it off the jar. And don't get, nope, still filtering. All right. So I'll give these all kind of a little spin here. And this is kind of repurposing your thing. This was jars that apple pie filling came in for that dessert I make for the missus that I got from the Alaska Prepper. And this is how you do this is short-term storage, not long-term. But it does give me cucumbers when they come really numerous for about a couple weeks, and then they're pretty much done. So I'm going to store them while they're producing, and then we can enjoy them for the whole summer. It will not be something I'll be able to eat during the winter because it'll be ate by then, hopefully. We'll be taking a lot of this to work. I had a young lady at work. She bought us some nice sandwiches and steak sandwich. I was able to get. So this is kind of my way of paying her back, kind of that barter system I was talking about. And also not letting the product go to waste. Worst thing you can do is buy all these nice pickles and then have them go to waste. So I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough for a bigger jar, but it looks like I'm going to. Without having to hit my reserve ones I was going to take to work. So I picked 6 of them today. Probably should have took a picture of this before. And I'll take a picture of it for my 2 channels. Well, the ones I can post pictures on. My second channel is MacBean Farms and Prepping. I got about 190 subscribers on that, which is pretty cool. Please, when we try to reconnect. I still hate that. It means I gotta move my phone. Where's my phone? How about what? Pickles? Too late. So you gotta try to find them. We notice when the sun intensifies my signal. Got 2 thumbs up, show somebody got in chat. Please chop in and say hello. So basically, these are cucumbers I did pick fresh from the garden. And I'm not pickling them, but I'm kind of doing a quick pick. So, what was that word again, honey?
What?
That for doing this, what was it called?
It's just storing.
Oh, just storing.
You're not pickling them, you're storing them.
But and you gotta keep them in the fridge.
People like store lots of stuff. They even like make salads and put them in a jar and just store them. And it keeps better, and then you just dump it out on your plate.
That's good information. So my better half is telling me that I'll even make salads and store them like this. Hey, Michael, how you doing? So like I said, these are jars that when we got done using them, we just cleaned them out, dried them out, and that's why I have them available. I also have your regular canning jars too. I tend to save those for more longer term, like tomatoes, which I'll be doing that this year. I'm also going to blanch some squash in the freezer bags, just because I'm getting a lot of it. So what I don't use so basically, it's water and vinegar, because the wife likes it a little sweet. She used to me being so sweet. We had some sugar in it. You don't have to add sugar. You're going to add other spices you like. If I had dill weed, I would have put some dill weed in there. Unfortunately, I did that. And then what I'll do is I'm just using white distilled vinegar. Or I put some in there, but I'll make sure I have enough to. You want to make sure that the pickles are covered. You are going to have some airspace. But remember, fluids expand and contract. Fill it to the tippy top. Remember that big word, tippy top. Then you can have problems. So, that's all there's to it. Very easy. Cucumbers are great. A little salt and pepper, there you go. Now a little preview for tomorrow if I can do it. This is all the yellow squash so far. I've been getting out of the garden. And so I'll probably blanch these and put them in freezer bags. And then here, you can make these, you can use them like kind of mashed potatoes. And then the tomatoes, I'm still getting those in small enough numbers that I can eat them as I get them. But pretty soon they will get ahead of the game. So yeah, secure the lids. Now you don't have to put them in the fridge right away, but they are better chilled. And I don't know many bacteria that can survive. No, it's the same place. Okay. There we go. Had to check. This might be actually a different lid. Hopefully it's just not a bad jar. There we go. Nope. So that's a bad jar. We're going to move that jar. I want to shake it, and it leaked. Okay, that's a good way to make sure you have a good enough jar. In fact, this one does not want, that one does not want seal. Tells me right away I need to move it. So get it in there. Retop it off. There we go. And that's why you want to test it like that. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? I beat down this worm. That's all right. I'm playing. Just pickled my, well, quick pickling. And the cucumbers that I picked today. I still have one to take into work. Give my friends at work. Remember Cutco knives? I really like these knives. I'll rinse them off and just line get soaked with vinegar. I should be getting another sample from my buddy at Cutco the other day. I'll probably shoot him an email. And hopefully I'll get the red handled one, so I'll have one of each color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jars of pickles. And what usually happens is when you fill them up, they float to the top. So as full as I thought I had them, they always come to the top. So probably for the next couple of weeks, I can just reach into the fridge, grab 3 or 4 of those out, put them on the plate, and enjoy them. We got her. See, it looks like it popped in. Thanks for hopping in. Appreciate it. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. And that was kind of, I was thinking about what I was going to do, and I said, it'd be kind of nice to share this. So you always want to keep a good supply of white vinegar. This can be used for a lot of other different things. Rest on the agenda today. I'm going to try to get to a garden tilled a little bit. With all that rain that's been coming, it almost is looking like a lawn. Of course, some areas I won't be able to get into, only because there's just so much growth. If you check the last video out of my garden, you can see how big those acorn squash plants are getting. And they'll take up a quarter of the garden time they're done. I'll probably do a quick scan of it today. So yeah, today I picked, I believe it was like 6 cucumbers and another yellow squash. Tomorrow, if I feel the gumption to it, and if I have freezer bags, strong enough to use again. Freezer quart bags. These might even be perfect. Then I got the gallons too. But I want to freeze them in the portions that'll eat them. So the squash I'll peel off and I'll chop up into cubes. And then I'll blanch them for, I think, 2 minutes. And because my hands are sore, 250-pound grippers in 15 seconds. There you go. That'll build that up. Woo-wee. You get a hold of something, you keep a hold of it. And that's why I don't use wrist wraps. I want everything to develop my grip strength. My feeling is, doesn't matter what your feeling is, if you want to use them, go ahead and use them. Like I said, just get in the gym and lift. But if I can't hang on to it, I probably should be picking it up. Yeah, I know that's going to limit to me on how much I can deadlift anyway. But it still, I think, is all around a better exercise to do without wraps. I know people say, well, my wrists are sore. Well, you never develop them. You're always relying on a wrap and you're pushing weight that your wrist shouldn't have. Take down some of the weight, take off the wraps. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to watch that PR video. Michael, I haven't watched that one yet. I watched your morning one this morning, which I commented on. But usually when I come home from work, I sit up at the computer for about 30, 45 minutes and watch the videos. But I was tired. I went right to bed because I didn't get my nap after my bench session. Time I got home, because I was in the gym for 3 hours. Time I got home, it was time to make lunch. It was time to get ready to roll, and I rolled. So I didn't get my 15-minute afternoon nap after the workout. My hands are done for a day or two. That's all right. It's good training. Remember, eat more food. Get more calories in there. Get more protein in there, and then it'll help it. Oh, I have a dad joke for you, Mrs. Worm. I think you'll appreciate this. Do you like pickle as opposed to pickles? Or piccolini? I don't know the difference of those. So here's my dad joke for Mrs. Worm. Hopefully you can hear me fine. Here in America, we call it an elevator. And in Europe, they call it a lift. I guess we were just raised differently. I saved that one. Trying to stay awake. Well, if anything will put you to sleep, this live stream should do it. So that was kind of it. Got everything ready. I'm not going to bother writing any dates on it now because this will probably be the only time I do this. I might do it one more time towards the end. I'm here all week, Michael. Go a big shout out to my moderators, Miss Warren, Steve Lyons, and Michael. Christopher, thanks for popping in. Anybody else that might be in, thanks for joining in. This was just a quick video to kind of tell you it's probably very important to store your food this year. I put a large garden in for a reason. Next year I'll probably even expand it. I'll do more grow bags. And I just love fresh vegetables. Not so much the ones you buy at the store because they're not fresh. Well, they took weeks to get here. Pickles cooked veggies in a brown sauce like putney. And a yellow mustard sauce. Yellow mustard sauce sounds delicious. I might have to try that. Yellow mustard sounds very intriguing. I could probably do that. But once again, for those who joined in late, a couple of tomatoes I got from the garden. And a yellow squash. I got 2 more of these. And I did get my first ear of corn yesterday that I shared with the wife. And so those will start coming in pretty soon. And the way I planted it, hopefully I should get about 4 weeks of consistent corn production. Couple shout outs. Casey Little Owl finally told me she got my t-shirt I sent to her. So I was happy about that. Here, I'll move this back a little bit. So I'm not right in front of you. Hopefully the Alaskan Prepper Rudy will be getting my shirt. I sent him one. Michael, probably just have to go to that email. I should have your shirt size. And have you sent out yours to me yet? I don't know how long they got produced yet. And that I did have a really delay on getting mine, not the fault of the person making them. It was just couldn't find time to get out there at the right time. But eventually I did. So if you are interested in the shirts, just shoot me an email at scottishfitness@gmail.com. And by beat down, let me know when you're getting yours mailed out to me, and then I'll get you one sent out. I'll probably send that one out pretty quick anyway. And you can wear it on one of your videos. So everybody, if you're not already subscribed to Body Beatdown, I will do it. It's fun to watch and very motivating. A new sort of endurance dad jokes. Yuck. And thanks for joining. Like I said, it's going to be a shorter one. I think I might do more of these as long as AT&T is willing. Tomorrow, if I have the time, I'll do the blanching on the yellow squash. And I do have a freezer, and I need to put that in. So everybody say goodbye to everyone. Have a fantastic week. Stay safe, stay prepped, stay healthy, exercise, and like, share, join, all that other good stuff. All righty. I got to do some yard work now and try to get some discus throws in as the afternoon wears in. So hopefully I'll have some more videos to put out. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Beating records, I heard that. Yeah, we're going to get in the upper 80s and lower 90s. But Texas and Kansas and Missouri are in the hundreds. Feel for them.